Hello and welcome to iFollow, and welcome to this fascinating second round of the Adran Premier's games. We have a minute's silence now actually for the Griffiths disaster. So perfectly observed as ever, and once again we commemorate something which has had a massive effect on the fabric of Wrexham Football Club. So Wrexham here at Briton Ferry, fascinating match because, I mean, let's be honest, there's going to be a bit of feistiness about this. We played them at the end of the season before last and managed to defeat them, and as a result of that, when in the playoff, get promoted to this level. We've made one change from the side that was exceptionally unlucky to lose to Cardiff last week, and that change is Amber Lightfoot coming into the side to replace Ava Suckley. So Wrexham lining up with Lizzie Craven in goal. At the back we've got Liv Fuller, Nat Clark, Katie Sharp, Erin Lovett, Lily Jones, Mary Gibbard, Cara Jones and Brooke Cairns in midfield, Amber Lightfoot on the flank, and Rosie Hughes up front. Wrexham, like I said, frustrated at the defeat last Sunday, but an excellent performance nonetheless. But this is a proper test now. Briton Ferry, having been beaten by us in the playoffs, did come up the subsequent season. They beat Llandudno in the playoff last season, and they've started superbly, winning 4-0 away at Aberystwyth Town, who of course are exceptionally well established in this level. And so we've got a proper test on our hands here, as Briton Ferry will line up with Young in goal. Look out for Walkley in midfield. She's an impressive player. Jenkins has got energy in midfield too. And up front, Mia Rowan and Tia Richardson, who played against us for Cardiff last season, came off the bench and scored. Wits up front is dangerous too. They've got, on paper for me, a tasty looking side, to be frank. Remember, you can get in touch using the hashtag AskWrexham, and I'll get around to as many comments as I can. It's a solo mission by me today, so yeah, certainly I should have plenty of scope to respond to everything that people are saying, because we're just waiting now. Briton Ferry in their red shirts, red shorts and red socks wait for Wrexham to conclude their huddle. Wrexham, like the men's team yesterday, wearing the commemorative Grassford shirts of all black, and it'll be Wrexham to kick off. Rosie Hughes on the ball. With Swansea coming next week, another proper test. This is a fascinating one for Wrexham. On a pitch which has got a huge slope on it, which I'm sure you'll be able to see when the ball goes down either end. It's Clark having to get rid of the ball early there under pressure from Wits, who's a strong forward. And a good foot in there to win the ball back by Fuller. Hughes. That's a nice idea. Unlucky, doesn't quite manage to find the run, but nice idea, little turn around the corner. Good challenge by Jones against a much bigger opponent. The ball bounces rather kindly for Wrexham, and now Hughes on the chase. She's got him behind here. There's no support. She'll have to have a go herself, and she does. Draws a good save. But that's a bright start for Wrexham. Within the first minute, we get a shot up on goal and test the keeper. So Young going long. Good foot in by Griffiths, but that's a good challenge as well by Walkley. Throwing will go Briton Ferry's way. Katie Sharp's a bit slow to get up after that. Limping a little. By the way, great news to see Phoebe Davis was warming up quite eagerly for a long time before the match, so that's fantastic to see. Full down the line. Bounce to Sieves Hughes though. Wrexham going to keep putting the pressure on, that's good. Well done, Griffiths having a bright start to the game. Lightfoot couldn't win that though. Lily Jones coming back now and running into the trap. That is Erin Lovett's good tackle. Lovett's in again now to put some pressure on the ball. Young Owen, who's made a fantastic start for Briton Ferry. Very highly rated. He's come from a prolific South Walian academy. And she hit the net on her debut last Sunday at Aberystwyth. As Lily Jones puts it up in the air rather. And Wrexham need to get rid as Walkley now runs into a crowd. Foot in is important by Sharp. But Wrexham can't get this ball out now. Chance maybe to hit it. It's dug out rather. Comfortable save for Craven. But a bright start by both sides on a horrible day. To be fair, the rain stops. Briton Ferry done ever so well to keep this pitch in the condition that it is. I was expecting to drive down and then find it was off, I got to be honest. There's all skill from Walkley. Experienced attacking player. Sharp again as well. That's a good touch to help on. Cara Jones now. Hughes. That's really well intercepted. Great reading back for Ellen. The ball's fed down the flank. Fuller keeping tight. Cara Jones then helping out too. Craven gets rid. Good little spell this by Briton Ferry though. Here's Fuller. And they're putting big pressure on Wrexham. Briton Ferry, like I said, they're going to be wound up for this. We did play them twice last season, knocked them out of the cup and the trophy, but coming down to their place, that really feels like how they might be able to take advantage. So you can see there the slope on the pitch going towards the camera. It's really marked. That has worked nicely. Clark feeding it forwards. Lucky little bounce helps Rosie Hughes. Lovett is arriving and Hughes sees her. That's a great ball. Lovett now. He's got Lightfoot inside. Lightfoot's making the run in to out. Lovett in support. Lightfoot is confident enough, of course, with the ball at her feet. Runs into trouble in the end, though. Just overdone it a bit. And now Lily Jones is tracking back to cover. Walkley trying to take her on for strength. You don't get much out of Lily Jones when you take her on for strength. She doesn't get the throw. But from my perspective, because I'm the opposite side of the camera, I can see she nearly managed to dump the ball into a bin next door to the dugout, which would have given me more satisfaction than it should have done. Here's Denscombe now, the throw. Good challenge again by Lily Jones. Beat Tia Richardson to it. Love it. Does well. Sharp gets it partly clear. Denscombe nodding it centrally where Jenkins can't take control. Lily Jones and well to get the ball quickly to Hughes, and she's looking to inject some pace into this move. Important covering by Broadley. Wrexham coming at again. No. Again, a crucial interception, just stepping in front of Hughes as Wrexham try to find it. And Hughes will keep the goalkeeper honest as well. Walkley. It's very crowded in there, isn't it? Not much space in the middle of the pitch for either side. This is Owen. But Lovett stood up to her well there. Lily Jones hassling her now, running her into trouble, but she's strong enough to ride Lightfoot's challenge. Wrexham in the end are able to claim the ball back. Love it. Ooh, that's a dangerous pass, and they've lost this. Shot comes in, just wide. That was a good snap effort, that. It's Wrexham just a little slack at the back. In fact, not sure whether Craven got a touch to that. If she did, that's a hell of a good save. Wits had the wits about her. Good strike after Wrexham lost the ball. And I think she may just have had a touch on that. Corner then, right hand side. Denscombe on it. Wrexham have got everyone back defending. Into the crowd. Important header away by Sharp, who's looked like she might have hurt us, caught it a bit on her nose then, but she's okay. Another corner. Craven's got a loose shoelace. But yeah, certainly Briton Ferry showing energy and desire early on. Asking questions of Wrexham, but we look decent when we've come forwards. It's a friendly place here, and I was impressed to find that the urinals in the men's toilets have got little goalposts in them with the ball. The little touches, the little touches. It's taken a long time to sort these laces out. Remember, you can get in touch using the hashtag AskWrexham, ASKWXM, for anything that you want. So I think we are finally ready to go on a very crowded goal mouth, which Powell will swing the ball into. Yeah, it's going to be difficult for Craven to see that as there's a runner at the far post, and after all that palaver, straight into the side netting. Oh well, that's football. So there's already been a goal at TNS. They're leading Aberystwyth. They look like they could have a long season here. Fuller, it's a nice idea. Important interception though. And now again, it's Briton Ferry trying to go forwards. Walkley on the chase. Sharp has to be careful, and she is. Did very well, and Craven did well to take responsibility there. Good work between the two of them. You can certainly see that slope there in that part of the pitch, can't you? Wrexham again coming up from the back, but it's overrun. Clark runs into trouble. Was Walkley one of the throws she has? Wrexham a bit lucky nobody had stepped up to support her, or she could have put the ball in quickly. But we're having trouble moving the ball out from the back. The early ball come to be dealt with by Lovett. Here's Witt. Falls loose. Lily Jones gets it away. It'll come back in though. Lovett is being pressured by Owen, and Lovett concedes the foul. Briton Ferry are getting at Wrexham here. So it's a free kick. Good position, almost as good as a corner. And once again, well, this time Wrexham have left Rosie Hughes up front on the halfway line as an outlet. We've been struggling to find the outlets, not moving the ball around as well as we did on the 4G last Sunday. Powell, and there's lots of players lurking beyond the far post. Walker made a cute run for that last corner, which of course didn't really matter, but she's in the same sort of position, very wide. It's a good area, and it's in. And that set piece works a treat. Lovely delivery beyond the far post, and Wrexham go behind.
Come on, Wrexham!
Powell's delivery, terrific. And now, well, we're going to have to pick this up considerably, aren't we? But those crowded goal mouths and, corners and free kicks, that side of the pitch, so hard to defend. And Wrexham are going to have to come from behind here. was the skipper, Lowry Ridings, who got a head onto that. The far post, as Wrexham give it away in the back again. Here's Walkley now. Sharp will have to deal with this. It's a decent effort. Push partly away, and Fuller, crucial work, went straight for the kickoff, giving it away. And that's not the sort of standards that they've been setting in the last couple of years. So Wrexham up against it here. Slow start, behind early. Could have been more than one. That's good work. Hughes now helps it onto Lightfoot. It's a bit under hit. Oh, it's good work by Lightfoot. Drew the challenge in, and now she can drive forwards. Only Hugh is up with it. Shirt being pulled, it seems, by Owen. She's into the box though. Pulls it back. Hughes hadn't got into that area. She's looking for the pullback. But a moment of promise at least. So, throw in. Fuller takes. But it's an easy clearance for Walkley. Can Wrexham keep that pressure on? Givers lays off nicely. A good ball by Lily Jones. Lightfoot with a cute little back foot. Nobody read it though. So Rosie Hughes is trying to get across and forces a hurried clearance. Another one for Sharp to deal with. Janice Means, Wrexham fan, and her husband checking in from Chicago. Looking for 3 points to say, well, yeah, we'll have to step up from here. That's another moment of sloppiness on the edge of the area from Wrexham. And we're inviting problems on ourselves here. Walkley coming across to have a word with the ref. She was certainly a pretty angry presence when we played them in the Welsh Cup last season, off the pitch. And she's a real battler who has been carrying the ball forwards nicely so far here, but then Wrexham need to step up anyway, don't they? Powell with the free kick. Free player wall. Lots of Briton Ferry players lurking on the edge of the box. Look like we've got an overload beyond that line, and that's of course where Riding's run came from for the goal. But they're concerned this could be a shooting opportunity here. Powell. It is an attempt on goal, and it's not the worst one either. Craven had it covered though. But yeah, Wrexham needs to really step this up.
Come on, Wrexham!
Wrexham naturally sticking to the game plan, working out from the back. This is where they've been getting unstuck though. Let's keep it simple. Lovers is available on the left as an outlet. Sharp sees her and it's nearly intercepted by Owen, and Lovers had to hold her ground in case it was intercepted, and she had to make a recovery run. We're just not getting that ball out. When we've actually gotten the Briton Ferry half, we've done okay. But we're not finding that easy at all. Gibbard can't quite reach that. Here's Walkley again. Foot in from Lovers. Sharp as well. Now Hughes under pressure. Tremendous header. Clear. And Wrexham lose it again on the edge. Good foot in that by Clark. And the cross is in. Well, it's not intentional, but she's celebrating like it is. Wrexham 2 down early on. It was clearly an intended cross, but Alice Broadley doesn't care, because she scored against Wrexham, and we're not having the best of times here. Broadley, like I said, sticking in a cross, not shooting, surely. But having said that, you know, we've brought pressure on ourselves again by losing the ball at the back, and ultimately, you know, we'd be punished, and we really have to step up from this, or it could get messy. Hughes Restarts. Alright, so can we work the ball out successfully this time? Sharp has got Lovett outside it. Goes direct instead, but it's lost again. Good foot in that by Gibbard. Love it now. Nice feet. It's persistent work on it just to put her under pressure by Jenkins. Hughes touching it on, Lightfoot can't quite get there. Yeah, Wrexham needs to step this up seriously. Well protected by Lily Jones. Sharp puts it out again. Denscombe with the throw. Ooh, robust challenge that by Llewellyn. Wrexham get the decision. So it's Lovett with the throw. Gibbard and Jones showing for it. Hughes gets to it, couldn't see where it bounced. Neither could Ridings. And now Fuller. Clark. Good little spread to the right hand side. Again though, in midfield, we're unable to call down to the ball. Here's Cara Jones, who really hasn't featured as much as usual out on that right flank. Ball over the top's inaccurate. But, you know, can it be counterintuitive and to say that maybe the way Wrexham are losing the ball at the back, maybe knocking the ball at the pitch and making us play out from the back isn't the worst idea. Great pressure by Walkley, sprinting in, but Gibbard had offered herself well. Now she can carry it forwards. Clark. Back to Craven. Sharp once more. Lovett offers down the line. She's under pressure though. Owen's done well. She's pressed well, Owen, and here she gets a reward as she plays the through ball. Flag goes up. That looked tight. That looked very tight. Wrexham won't mind, but goodness me, that could have been 3 then. And again, because Wrexham playing out from the back have just not got it right. That time Owen really sharp, and when she's got a lot of energy on this right hand side. And she really stepped in well. Fuller. You almost feel, do we need Fuller in the middle of the pitch when we're playing out, because she is a very accurate passer. Clark goes long in the end, and the error favours Rosie Hughes. Lightfoot's up with her. Cara Jones trying to get up on the right flank. She's held it well there with that lack of options. Good ball to Lightfoot. Sure, dug that out though, didn't have enough strength on it. Briton Ferry fans making noise. They enjoyed the fact that they were able to deal with that. Fuller. Another robust challenge from Llewellyn. Ball hat clear. Lovett's got a little bit of time here. Inside to Gibbons. Oh, it's a bit messy. Well, that's a harsh handball there, isn't it? Ball ricochets off a player close to her, and it's a more on the shoulder anyway than anything. The decision's given. And Briton Ferry be glad, because we haven't put much pressure on them, but when we have, the defence hasn't looked rock solid. That's asking too much of Owen. So Wrexham take it quickly to try and get the ball up the pitch before the press can come in. Gibbard. Cairns. Oh, again, charged down. Good defensive work, that's done by Jenkins. Wrexham gets to the second ball this time. Fuller. Lily Jones again looking for Hughes. That direct approach has at least got Briton Ferry under pressure sometimes, but that time really well dealt with. The skipper Ridings. Fuller. Ridings again, no nonsense. Throwing the halfway line to Wrexham. Awkward bounce for Sharp, but she's managed to get back to Craven. Cairns dropping off to help out because Wrexham got 2 against 2 at the back and decided not to play it out this time, but keep that ball away from Ridings because she's obviously dominant in the air. Cairns now, just tidy work. Again, gets the ball back to Craven. Clark. Up to the feet of Lily Jones, turns inside, Cara Jones rather. It's unlucky, she managed to get that through. So options to her right. Fuller getting up, good burst into the box. That's good feet, but in the end, decent work by Fu Allen. Kept her eye on the ball well, stood up well. Throws to Wrexham, this is better though. Fuller down the line for Cara Jones. And she's done well. Early ball's not the worst idea. Gibbons just had it nicked away from her there. Here's Lovers. No big pardon, Fuller. Good tackle. Another throw to Wrexham. We need to take advantage of these spells of pressure. Fuller stabbing it forwards. Didn't quite find Cara Jones though. Witt will get to that. Lovers. Gibbons inside it. That's a good progressive pass. Lightfoot is much better. Lily Jones looking for Hughes. Hughes helps it on. Is there too much on it? There is. But that was much more like it. Nice constructive passing play. Sort of thing we were doing consistently against Cardiff last weekend. We've got to keep doing that. Keep that ball moving. Next one back. Cute touch by Cairns. Lovett has to dig in to keep that in. It was good feet, but she was surrounded by players. And Walkley kicked at her then. Lovett trod on her afterwards, I think. But like I said, it's likely to be a feisty game. Ref doesn't seem to have seen anything. Cairns under pressure. That's a foul, surely. Oh, yeah, finally given. Walkley's not happy. Ruby Slipper says, "Shake it off, ladies. You got this." Yeah, I like it. High Desert Dragon asking Wrexham getting a bit of a tough time getting into the season. Well, I thought they played very well last week. Because Lovett's unlucky there not to win that. Fuller stepping into the centre of the pitch. Let's see if that's a permanent move, because we need to do something, I think, just to steady the ship in the middle of the pitch then, be able to get that ball down. Here's Cara Jones now. Can't quite pick out Gibbers. That's giving Wits no chance whatsoever, is it? Yeah, High Desert Dragon, yeah. I mean, I think to be fair, it's a very tough start to the season. We've played extremely well against Cardiff. It's just that coming here is a different kettle of fish against a side who are flying and feisty. Did so well last weekend, took a lot of confidence from that. And we've just had a poor start, haven't we, in terms of using the ball and getting the ball forwards. Plenty of time in this game, though, for it to change. Throw and taken short. Driven over the top at soft side, which is definitely a good yard ahead of Sharp there. So Clark with a free kick. He was unlucky. That's a good ball by Cara Jones. So Hughes though puts it ahead of Fuller, who has switched into the middle. Good foot in by Lily Jones. And Wrexham's midfield is scrapping hard here. It's a good ball inside to Witzel. Owen was on. If she had been able to turn on it, that's much too strong. So now here's why Fuller is put in the centre, isn't it? Because she can spray the ball around like that. Good touch by Lightfoot. She's unlucky. Oh, they've got a chance to head that back on then. Probably to smash my glasses like, but I once had a situation like that in a pre-season friendly, and I punched it, being the great goalkeeper that I am, and smashed Geraint Parry's laptop. Here's Liv Fuller now. True story. Good job, he's such a nice bloke. Now, and Gibbons nearly latched onto that after miscontrolling it. Love it. The ball over the top is not on. Wits are just laid her off to her. So that's an easy surrender of the ball to Wrexham. They look more settled with Fuller in the middle. It's just being able to stick the ball around a little bit. Here's Sharp. Cairns is offering. I think she was aiming for her. Hughes did brilliantly to get there. Unlucky she couldn't find Gibbons, but here's Lily Jones. Gibbons helping it on. Cara Jones, who's starting to get into the game a lot more now. That's good work. Beats one. Llewellyn there again. Awkward one for Sharp. Craven's going to come out and take control. Cairns. That's over-ambitious. Headed away comfortably. Which round the corner. Good idea, but Walkley was offside. Now here's Lily Jones. Walkley, not sure who's the intended target, but she's latched onto it. Has no real support. Can she have a go? It's nice footwork. It's great footwork. And then Fuller deals with it. Good, solid defending that. Walkley claims a penalty. She's got a sense of humour. Lightfoot inside nicely. Cairns has left it. Hughes. It's a strong challenge on it, but she's done brilliantly. Lily Jones now driving through the middle. Massive challenge that by Ridings. And they got the ball back as well. Here's Witz trying to capitalise, but Sharp's in control. Again, Wrexham losing, coming out from the back. Good foot in by Lily Jones, by Cara Jones, wins the throw. Maybe you can get stuff in for half time and ask Wrexham as well and then answer a few of those questions. I've stored a couple up already. That look like good chats that we can have. As the ball goes back to the keeper, she's had Courtney Young's had a quiet little time of it since that opening spell, and Rosie Hughes forced an error from her. Skids off Lily Jones's head. Cara Jones couldn't quite take it in her stride there. The switch is on. Again, it's Owen bursting down the right-hand side. Lovett comes across to deal with it. Nice footwork by Owen. She does look good. It's a testing ball. Clark does well. Briton Ferry getting to the second balls. Here's Broadley. Walkley back again, spins Clark easily. Tight angle, this Craven comes out decisively. Sharp had to put it behind. I think credit to Craven for coming out and forcing her to make a decision there. But again, Wrexham getting opened up at the back. They've improved in the last 10 minutes or so. But we still look vulnerable, and Briton Ferry still look like they've got a real threat about them. Playing in towards a penalty spot there, and Lightfoot can get rid of it. No rush to take this, are they? So Denscombe throwing it short. Nice footwork again, that by Walkley. Cross is a bit too long. Clark gets it, a touch on it, and now Cara Jones will go early for Rosie Hughes over the top. Looking to use her pace. She's got a big head that starts for Lou Allen. Young feeds it back out. The rain's just starting up again. A terrific lane before the game. And the forecast is for lightning in the second half. Here's Fuller. Just overhit, but that'll carry through. Lightfoot now. Got players at the far post. Has a go instead. Just over. It's a decent effort. And the ball wasn't meant for her, but it carried through nicely. Would be a heck of a finish if she just dropped down under the bar. Young gets her foot through the ball, but not the direction. Cara Jones now. And then here's Fuller. Love it. It's good movement here. That's good vision. Lightfoot finding Lily Jones. Lightfoot's in support. Jones digs up the cross. Oh, no. Heck of a mistake by Young. Has gifted Wrexham a corner. Just seemed to take her eye off it, really. I don't think it took a funny bounce. So this is a bit of a gift for Wrexham. We've left Lightfoot and Lovett back to handle a win. Short corner. That's into a good area. Big save that. Oh. Ricochets off a defender. Oh, wow. But you can hear the noise at the back from the Briton Ferry defence, because they know that they were very fortunate there. Rather hit Young on the line, the ricochet. It was Richardson that it came off. But still 2-0. Then it's done well there as Richardson, but the ball goes all the way through for Craven. Good foot in that again in midfield by Jenkins. They are really front foot when Wrexham with the ball at the back. They can sense the chance could arise. Fuller. Back to Cara Jones. Can't get that right. Well, through goes Wrexham way. Fuller quick to run across and take it as well. Gibbons won't reach it, but Wrexham gain some more yards. Fuller once more. So they're getting up ahead of Hughes that time. Fuller putting it back in there. Wrexham are starting to put pressure on. That's a nice idea by Cairns. Just didn't quite find Lily Jones. Nice idea. Here's Lovett now. Cairns. That's a good pass. Lily Jones now as Lightfoot outside. She goes for goal as well. And not a bad effort. But having seen Young mishandle that corner, well, the ball in that went to the corner, you can understand why Wrexham are looking to test her a little bit more. She's got plenty of experience at this level, but that little fumble has just got Wrexham interested. 10 minutes to the break. Still 2-0 down. It's touched on well by Richardson. Clark has to be careful as well. Again, they've got men over at the back, and I think Craven's wise to go long here. Now the bounce is awkward. Hughes is given offside. Oh, I can't see that. I mean, I've got to say, watching Hughes backing into Llewellyn makes me feel like she wasn't off. But the flag goes up. Wrexham denied a chance. So Wrexham playing with 3 at the back and Fuller sitting in front of them and then trying to step up into play. Hughes still on their own up front. Cara Jones and Lightfoot on the flanks as Briton Ferry make a mistake now. Ball kicked away. Wrexham asking for the yellow card and the referee is going to oblige. So that's Broadley in the book, and quite rightly she kicked the ball away as Wrexham were looking to take the throw. There's a fair few have come over. I believe the South Wales Reds are here as well to support Wrexham. And then, Sharp's in trouble. Walkley now. Good recovery by Sharp, but Walkley is so persistent and has a pop. Easy save. Walkley punch in the ground in frustration. Well, this game's stretched at the moment. Now, Lock and Fuller do with it. Lily Jones is signalling the switch to Lightfoot. It's persistent work though, and Walkley's got it back again. Wits. Important foot in by Clark, but Lovett deceived by the deflection. Owen. Good tackle by Lily Jones. Lightfoot though, penned in. Jones does well. Lovett clears. Still uncomfortable at the back, aren't we though? Losing the ball in their own half for something we just got to cut out. You can hear the Briton Ferry manager saying get around them when they're at the back. Yeah, exactly. That's a lot of their chances being created just by putting pressure on us at the back. Broadley feeds it down the left flank. Good for saying Rosie Hughes working hard across the attacking line. Cairns touches her on. Jones. Accurate. Ridings loves a good header, doesn't she? Oh. So throw into Wrexham on the halfway line. Gibbon will be able to catch up to that. Lovett's got a bit of time now to take a touch and turn. Lightfoot. Good run ahead of it by Lily Jones. Makes a bit of space. Lightfoot comes inside into the crowd. Finds Fuller nicely though. Good ball up to Hughes. Briton Ferry's back free alert, but let's see if they can deal with the aerial ball. Yes, of course they can, because Ridings is there and she's prodigious in the air, isn't she? Wits held her up well, but don't know what she saw there. Yeah, Ridings reminds me of, it's going to sound wrong, isn't it? Was it the Rhino in Spider-Man? I think it's partly because she's got her head and the way she goes with that ball. But geesh, when she heads the ball, it stays headed. As she clears there into midfield. Walkley loses balance. Lily Jones, Lightfoot. Nice little idea. The ball got a bit stuck between her feet. Lily Jones looks to be expansive, but it's intercepted, and now Powell with the cute scoop. Gives time for Wrexham to get around the ball though and force a poor pass. Craven. Layoff doesn't quite find Cairns. Lily Jones though, up to Hughes. That's neat. Cairns turns, spreads it. Too much on that. Yeah, that killer ball that puts us into a crossing or shooting position's not there at the moment. Maybe that's also part of why we've had so many long-range shots to try and test Young. But here we are then. Goal kick. 5 minutes and a half left. Witt's the obvious target again. massive in the air. Richardson touches it on. Here is Witts. He's strength to help it on. Walkley's got options either side now. This goes left. And that's overhead. Sharp will deal with that. Tidy work.
Come on, Wrexham!
Lightfoot won't get to that. Firm header clear. Cairns wins it. Gibbard back to Cairns. Does well to get there first and find Fuller. That's nice by the midfield now. Gibbard looking for Rosie Hughes through the middle. She gets there. Oh, great interception by Llewellyn. Great passing by Wrexham through the middle, and Hughes hit it decisively. Now they hear the noise of the Briton Ferry defenders. They're really having to work hard here. They spot the possibility of a short corner, and they're all screaming at each other to get out and cut it off. Llewellyn deals with the corner, but only as far as Cara Jones, and it's offside. Wouldn't have counted. Hughes nipped in dangerously, flicked it beyond the keeper, but flag had gone up. It's better though. It's better from Wrexham, and the next goal in this game. I know it's a cliche, but ooh, it's important. Here's Young taking her time. Wrexham need to get first contact here and put it straight back in there and try to maintain the pressure. And Gibbard does that. Witts, that's good centre forward play, and the dangerous Walkley helps it on to Owen, who's been doing well. Cross is too deep. Witts will retrieve it though. That's a nice reception of the ball, and a nasty ball driven across. Flag goes up anyway. Lover did very well to cover that, but the flag had gone up for offside in the middle. So no threat.
Come on, Wrexham!
AJ Nash says it's great to see equality across the men's, women and men's team, that they both get forecasted lightning for the second half. So true. It's good contact that by Craven, and something for Hughes to chase. Britons goes to ground, takes the ball cleanly, goes through Hughes as well. Wrexham keen to get on with this. Lightfoot goes down. Cairns though has done well. Oh, again, firm tackle, this time by Llewellyn. Those three centre-backs have done well for Briton Ferry. And they managed to find Walkley, and we know what happens when Walkley gets the ball. She'll drive at the Wrexham defence and cause issues. Witts' return pass. It's got a bit too much weight on it though. Broadly with the throw. Cara Jones fighting hard. Sharp intercepts. Yeah, Sherry from the States saying they're starting to get into it now. Plenty of time to turn this round. Let's go. Absolutely. Going into the back door shot though, because Briton Ferry is still looking good when they're challenging us. It's a scrappy little spell of play this. And ultimately the decision goes in Briton Ferry's favour. Broadly again. Jenkins laid it off, and that peters out. Can Wrexham get going with one more meaningful spell of pressure in the half? It looks like Craven wants to go long. Decent distance on it again. Wrexham fighting for it. Lee Jones as well to come down with the ball. Hughes helping it on. Cairns got Lightfoot ahead of it. Look at the mass ranks of Briton Ferry getting back though. Lightfoot has got bodies in the box. Good tackle. There'll be another corner. Wrexham looking to finish the half with a flourish. Hughes makes a run to the near post and is now pinning the keeper. It's a decent ball in. Young does well to get a hand on that. Hacked clear. Lovett under pressure from Owen. And that is half time. A really disappointing first half for Wrexham. Getting picked off as they tried to bring the ball forwards. And as well, Briton Ferry, who are flying. I mean, their records in league games is crazy, of course, having dominated the Adrian South for the last couple of years and then won at Aberystwyth last Sunday. And, well, you can see the quality that they've got going forwards, and Wrexham are getting caught out as they try to move the ball forwards. 2-0 then at half-time. And Wrexham, I think, will need to really recalibrate a bit during the break. I'm sure that Steve Dale will, with his coaching staff, be having a few words and just trying to sort a few little issues out. I remember there's lightning in the second half, supposedly, so yeah, we've got that to look forward to anyway. At least we ought to get a light show. So let's have a look at Ask Wrexham, and let's start off with, Dale. Dale Webb's a real supporter of the women's team, and he says it's just like Crawley yesterday. Promoted teams carry strong momentum. We've got our own experience of this, well, haven't we just? Briton Ferry definitely looking stronger than we've seen previously. Yeah, well, they were great, of course, in the playoff 2 seasons ago. They played us at Newtown. But we had the quality to take the chance. Of course, Rebecca Pritchard is on the bench today, who scored after Rosie Hughes did really well to retrieve the ball on the wing and drive it into the goal mouth. We played them last season twice in cup competitions. It was a bit strange. The first one was the Welsh Cup, and we beat them 2-0. They looked good. We had to work hard and wear them down, and our superior fitness really helped an awful lot. And I wonder if that's something that we might hope to see in the second half, because the effect of having so much time now to actually work with the players in terms of their fitness and really was useful last season, and you could see it improve and develop as the season went on. We went from looking tired against Cardiff and Swansea in the latter stages of those early games against them to just running teams into the grounds with our energy. Can Wrexham do that today on a fairly heavy pitch? Although I must say they've done a great job here at Briton Ferry, considering the battering especially has taken. It is playing well. But then a week later we played them again in the Adran Trophy, and they sent essentially their reserve team, which is rather odd. And what we were told, at least, was that they'd had a Christmas party the night before, and most of the players didn't want to come down. And we won that game 4-0. Not as easy as it sounded, because to be fair, and again I think it shows something about the quality Briton Ferry have, they always had strength and depth, and that very weakened team held us at bay for quite a long time, caved in at the end. We scored 2 goals in the 90th minute, and it ended up being 4-0 to us. But yeah, they showed something there. And so now for our first visit here to Old Road, which is a nice setup, is certainly we're seeing the qualities that they've got. They're fiery, and they've got quality, like I said, going forwards. They play off wits really well. They've got the young prospect Maya Owen on the right, who really looks good, and then of course Laura Walkley playing off but behind the striker and just driving forwards, and she brings both quality and aggression. And yeah, they're a decent side who are certainly asking us a lot of questions, but well, we've got a second half to recalibrate and respond. Alright, let's have another Ask Wrexham question. Rousey G'day, says Briton Ferry seem very well organised defensively. Something seems to be lacking for us. So I think there's different types of threats. The problem is a lot of times we're losing the ball when You know, we're in a position where we need to, you know, we're exposed. You know, you lose the ball when you're playing out from the back, you're going to leave some gaps. Your shape isn't quite there. Briton Ferry have been very quick to drop off into that defensive shape and look to repel us. So I think that's helped them a bit, if I'm honest. So I think it's sort of different situations. I got to remember as well the amount of injuries we have at the back. I mean, Phoebe Davis, of course, is out injured. So is Karen Allen. And Louisa Doran as well. We've got really good strength and depth at the back, but you know, you lose 3 players who you could reasonably argue would be regular choices in your back line, and it will have some effect. We've got good players in there, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's still a big ask, and the players have been getting a little bit exposed. Like I said, we've been trying to play out from the back, and Briton Ferry have been organised and good. I thought Maya Owen in particular, when they do trigger a press, she seems to be the sort of Bobby Firmino, the one who goes and makes that first pressure, that first trigger, and she's really been good at forcing players down where the side they don't want to go in and pushing them into traffic. So yeah, fair play to Briton Ferry. I think it's a lot of this really is credit to them rather than anything else. They've been organised. They've seen an opportunity to try and get early possession in our half when we haven't got our shape right, and they've grabbed hold of it with both hands, and credit to them for that. We've also got, well, let's see. oh, High Desert Dragon with a bit of breaking news. Congratulations to our missing commentator. Mia Roberts has just put Llandudno ahead. Very good. See, as Gemma Owen says, exclusive quote, she actually scored? Yeah, I know. Well, she was saying yesterday that last week she nearly scored a worldie. But I think Nearly was doing a lot of carrying in that sentence. She said it was like that Ryan Barnett volley at the end of last season where she just cut the neck off it, but it didn't actually go on target. But yeah, she has scored. Wow, fantastic stuff. Kelsey Davis's corner is met by the head of Mia Roberts straight into the back of the net for her first Llandudno goal. And you know what the height of optimism is? Llandudno had a goal celebration picture ready. That's they didn't play the percentages, but nonetheless. Well done, Mia. That's brilliant to hear. I mean, it's brilliant to hear it now. I'll never hear the end of it next match, so I'll make most of feeling happy about it. Yeah. Al Nash says as well, the pitch doesn't look great. It's all over the place, like the football version of Field of Dreams. If the turf was laid on a ploughed field, I see. If you build it, they will come. It may roll off, but they'll come. I mean, there's a big slope on it, but I think considering how much rain there's been, actually, I think it's played pretty well. It's a little bit slow, naturally, again. All the water on it is going to make an impact on it. But who knows? I may not be making any sense. I'm still reeling at news of Mia's goal. Jason Arkoivu said, looks like good pie weather. What's on today? I didn't see any pies, I'm afraid. I was told they do a good burger here, but I've not had a chance to sample it. So, sorry about that. Yeah, I've got nothing there. I've got nothing. As Ruby Slipper says, keep knocking, ladies. Absolutely, they've just got to keep going. Jason Dean's got a nice gif of exactly what I'm talking about with Riding's heading technique. So if you want to find that on Ask Wrexham, it's 11 minutes ago. Although Anas has also pointed out, a rhino would burst the ball with their horn. I've seen bed knobs and broomsticks. Good point. Good point. Has a rhino got a forehead? I'm going to say yeah. See, this is the sort of thing you don't get on like 5 Live, isn't it? I need give me evidence whether or not rhinos have foreheads. I reckon a rhino could still head a ball and avoid the horn. I don't know. I reckon. I think a kudu or whatever those, with them with the big sharp things on they wouldn't have a chance. But I think a rhino, yeah. Come on, people, do the research for me. Jason also says he has a nice picture of some fish and chips and says, I dream about this several times a week. If there's a better chippy, I don't think I could handle it. So, come on, where is it? Happy Wall was saying how much Wrexham are missing Allen and Doran. They covered for so many mistakes in the past. Well, I mean, they're good centre-backs, aren't they? they're very, very good centre-backs. And, you know, we've never had a chance to see if we played a three, Fuller, Allen and Doran, for example, at the back. But let's not lose sight of the fact that, you know, when you look at the centre-backs that we do have available, I mean, Clark has come in and is looking good on the ball. Katie Sharp's a legend for the club, and you know there's no concern in bringing them in. And when Lovett's slotting into the centre, she's done that plenty of times. And you know, so, I mean, what she lacks perhaps in a bit of pace, she more than makes up for with the tremendous tackling that she pulls out. But yeah, but naturally, if you lose very good players, then you know it's to your detriment, isn't it? Well, pleased to say that although she's not on the bench, Karen Allen is here, as is Phoebe Davis. And so let's hope that before too long we'll be able to see him back on the pitch. That would be fantastic. Paul Cosgrove is up at 5:50 a.m. to watch the women's game from Vancouver Island. I wonder if Chairman Rob is watching in the same time zone. Question, is Del Morgan not the #1 keeper this year? Well, the thing is that of course she's works as Liverpool's goalkeeper coach, and so if she's required on the day, then obviously, you know, it's her job, so she's got to do that. It's good, I think, that we have in the goalkeeping department Craven, who's come in, who's a bit more experienced than you know, the backup that we had last year, and also that we've got Chloe Ankers, who is a genuine talent. I mean, she's very young. What is she, 17 now? But she's impressive. Morgan is on the bench, but like I said, I mean, yeah, generally, if a keeper's done all right in the previous match, you don't want to be dropped for the next one. So yeah, Morgan is on the bench here, but yeah, at the moment, we are going with what we did so well last Sunday. Right, let's have a look if there's any more. Oh, okay. Al Nash may have trumped me here. There's a second horn on this rhino that he sent over. Yeah. There's a nice sort of concave dip on the forehead, though. And I would say that if you judge it right, a rhino could trap the ball between the small second horn and the forehead and just run. And who would stop a rhino running the ball into the net? It's not handball, is it? Ron Wilkes says a rhino does have a forehead, but what about a unicorn? Well, they don't exist, so they can have whatever the heck they want. They can have a fried breakfast on their head for all I care. I think as well, though, it always reminds me of curl-on. Now, curl-on was a Brazilian football. It must have been about 15 years ago. And there's the Wrexham team are coming back out now. Yeah, the curl-on was a Brazilian sort of wonder kid. And he was a good player, but his stunt, because he had a stunt, I'm afraid, was he could flick the ball up in play and balance it on his head like a seal and like run. He actually could run while bouncing the ball on his head. And there's videos out on YouTube showing him doing it. Yeah, sure. You know, he could pull it off in a match. For a bit, he had success, and of course that drew a lot of attention to him, so maybe more attention than some players of his calibre. The thing is, it didn't work, did it? Because you really look like you're taking the mick when you're doing that, and professionals didn't like it. So Curlon started having a regular pattern in games for his Brazilian club team would be he'd try this little trick, he'd try and run, somebody would just feel offended and they'd just kick him across the stomach, he'd fall over, there'd be a huge punch up between all the players. You know, that's sort of how it tended to work out, and he didn't fulfill his promise at all. In fact, I don't think he ever left the Brazilian league. He didn't get the big European move that he was eager for. So there you go. But rhinos are different, aren't they? Rhinos are cool. I touched a rhino's bum once in Chester Zoo. I was a kid and I thought, I wonder what that feels like. I mean, the outside of it. So, it felt rough. What else can I say? I better get away from rhinos. Well, I haven't said that Briton Ferry is showing no sign of coming out. Yeah, Janie Troll says, coming back from behind is on page 1 of the Wrexham playbook, though, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot to play for in this game. Wrexham just needs, I think, to be a bit more purposeful moving the ball out from the back. Maybe we'll have to drop that approach and go a bit longer and look to find Rosie Hughes. We have, of course, got Edendon on the bench. She's got good height if we want to use her, and Ava Suckley, who holds the ball up well. So we've got attacking options that we could use if we want to go a little more direct, but I don't think we'll deviate that much from the initial plan. I think we just need to be a bit more certain at the back in terms of holding on to possession, much we want to build up. Oh, I've enjoyed that half-time. The Briton Ferry are finally turning up. Oh, hang on, there's more Rhino stuff here. Only here for Wrexham says got caught out by British Summertime and joined the game when it was already 2-0. With the goals against run of play, or did Briton Ferry deserve the lead? No, they deserved it. They started very well. Wrexham made defensive mistakes at the back. We've been trying to pass the ball out from the back and not getting it right. We've stabilised because Liv Fuller was playing as right back in a back four. We've now gone to a back three with Fuller sitting in the middle of midfield in front of that back three, and of course she's our best passer really, and so she's been able to link things up, and we've still made the odd mistake but not as many. So that's helped us get more of a foothold in the game, and we have had moments, but we need to sustain pressure, which we haven't really done enough. Briton Ferry, good value for the lead, no question about that, but Wrexham got the capacity to come back in a game like this. Jason Dean, this one is a picture he took in Paris Zoo. I think that first Rhino, he's got a big forehead on him. That's proper Harry Maguire, that is. Yeah. As we get going, immediately it is Rydens who provoked that zoological conversation, and it's Briton Ferry given away from the back, but can't quite be taken cleanly by Gibbard. She's got it back from Lightfoot though. Pass rather puts the Lovers on the back foot, don't she? Can't find a teammate. Owen trying to help her onto it. It's good foot in by Lovett to just make up for that. Oh yeah, I haven't got it in front of me, but Rousey down under was saying that my commentary was a bit like ASMR, which I was fully aware of. He thinks it's because I'm on my own. It's not, it's because I'm just shy sitting in the back of a stand. You know what I'm like. Right, Lily Jones is available. When Sella goes down the line, Gibbard pops it back and Lovett can't keep that in. So throw.
Come on, lads! Go for her! Come on!
That's well taken by the Walkley. Gibbard. Oh. Decision goes Briton Ferry's way. Llewellyn arrives late from the back. Ridings hasn't gone up there, despite having scored the first and winning everything in the air. She's one-on-one at the moment, marking Rosie Hughes, and actually Denscombe's coming back as well, sensibly, because Hughes had the pace to get past her. Alright, testing ball to the near post. That's a good header. Just what Wrexham didn't need. A set piece. And a free header for a player who was prolific in the air. And, well, just when Wrexham wanted to get a strong start to the second half, we get hit by a bit of a sucker punch. It was a query decision for the free kick, but Wrexham did not defend that well. You know, we've allowed Wits to get unmarked up so close to goal, and that was always going to be the likely outcome. So 3-0 down now, Wrexham. Here is Jones, unlucky. It's Powell feeding it down the line. Wits back to the halfway line, but that attempt to dig the ball out doesn't work out. Now, Hughes surrounded by defenders. Cara Jones early one in. Gibbard's there. Does well to get the first contact on it, but nobody's following it up. Firm challenge by Lovett. Ref plays looked like a good advantage, except Owen stopped playing to ask for a free kick. So Wrexham 3-0 down now. And it's going to be an uphill task, isn't it? Powell's free kicks into just good areas when you saw his Wits knocking it down, but Craven is able to get across. Now then, Cara Jones just caught out there. Should be a Wrexham throw, it is. Cara Jones is available. Hughes, the deflection just takes it away from her there by Llewellyn. Walkley, good touch. She got to play wide, Powell and Marks, but instead, good tackle that by Cairns. Craven, that's a great ball. Oh, the bounce though, unlucky. You say it's taking a lot of water, this pitch. But the bounce is still solid enough to go up like that and catch Lightfoot out.
Hey, Ferry, come on, dig in! Come on!
Billy Jones on the cover, leaves it for Sharp. Early ball for Hughes, who pins Riding well. But the ball drops loose, and here come Briton Ferry again. Love it. With the foot in. Tenacious play by her. Wrexham want handball, not given. Now Walkley's after this. Love it. She's got Fuller showing down the line. And Briton Ferry managed to take possession. Good ball by Walkley. Important foot in by Clark. But that third goal is a real blow. And we have to live without the ball for the moment as well. Denson throwing it in. Walkley against Lovers. Nice little turnout. A decent cross in as well. Clark gets a head to it. Corner. Important head that by Clark as well. It's a nasty ball in by Walkley. You can really see the quality that she's got. So, corner, left-hand side. Wrexham with everyone back defending. Balls into the near post, and a big shout for handball. For me, her arms tucked into her body. It was an uncomfortable piece of defending for Sharp, but got away with it. So another corner. And that is going to lead to another, as Lightfoot can only put it behind. Powell again on the set pieces. He's got a couple of assists already. And this will be an in-swinger. Lots of bodies around the penalty spot. That's a little bit under hit, but they'll keep it alive. Powell again. Standing it up. Offside flag goes up though. The pressure ends. So Wrexham, the fans still looking to get behind them. Clark looking over the top. That's a bit hopeful, and now Wrexham again a bit open as we surrender possession. Good foot in that by Cairns. Again, it's Walkley with the through ball widths well offside. And, well, it should be a yellow card, really. Kicked the ball away, the whistle had gone ages beforehand. Her body language showed she knew she was off, but... Indeed, she did get a yellow. So, free kick, Craven to take. She's getting good contact on her kicks, and there's another one. Gibbard's done well there. Lightfoot. Hughes asks for it down the line. Lovett feeds it to it. Hughes beats Riding in the air. Good work. Llewellyn, though, has been outstanding at the back. Covers well. It's helped on nicely by Owen Walkley now. Important foot in by Lovett. That was ambitious ball looking for widths. And now that's something for Cara Jones to chase. And she forces the error. She'll take the throw. Becca Pritchard looks like she might be getting ready to come in. And Eva Suckley as well. Here's Gibbard now fighting by the corner flag. Good scrapping by Gibbard. Can Cara Jones keep it in? She has. And that's a decent cross as well. Lightfoot will keep it alive under pressure. Lily Jones that. It was Lightfoot was caught after the ball went down. Ref didn't spot it. And now the break is on. 4 against 4. Buckley over the top, surely offside. Sharp drills it forward. This game is so stretched at the moment, and that's got to be to Wrexham's advantage. As nice idea that, and Cara Jones has made something of it. Hughes is demanding it. Hughes now, 25 yards out, helps it on. Lily Jones, shots blocked, and it falls kindly for Briton Ferry as well. And they're leaving those 3 players up the pitch. Poor pass by Owen. It's a relief, but yeah, a stretched game at least promises more goals, which, when you're 3-0 down, I guess is how you want it rather than a tight game, and this really is getting stretched now. Here's Clark as the rain continues to come down. No lightning yet. Cara Jones inside. It's not the best ball for Cairns. He does well to find Lily Jones. Owen's done well to challenge her though. Nice work, good feet. And she's bought herself a little bit of breathing space and gives it away. Lightfoot. Sharp's put under pressure by Witt, so has to be careful. And it's Craven calm as well. Clark. Cairns. Jones, that's nice. Now then, Fuller has got 2 runners. Gibbard will chase after that in a race with Ridings, and the centre-backs done well to get there first. Throw to Wrexham. That's better. Bit of pressure. Elsewhere, Swansea 0, Barry 0. Oh, that's a decent ball then. And yeah, Cairns off balance. That was a tricky one. Yeah, Swansea 0-0 against Barry Town. Cardiff City 1-1 in the derby against Cardiff Met. TNS 3-1 up against Aberystwyth, who I think might be in for a tough time this season. That kick going all the way through. Clark will have to go back to the keeper of this. It's interesting to see Swansea 0-0. I was looking back on the records, and since this team, the Wrexham women's team, reformed in 2018, we've never had a 0-0 draw. This certainly isn't one. Obviously, Fuller, Clark, Craven. Love it's done well there. He's getting a buffeting as a result of it, but finds Lightfoot. Lily Jones goes long. Not a bad idea, but again, Riding's able to soak up the pressure. Wrexham making a double change. So Pritchard and Suckley on, as I suggested earlier. So some good attacking quality coming on here. And Cara Jones is coming off. She's, as ever, works exceptionally hard. What a shift she puts in. And we're going. Lily Jones is going at the back to make a 3. It's Erin Lovers who's come off as well. So let's see if the changes can make an impression on this game as Denscombe clears. It's fallen kindly for Owen, but she's giving it away again. Lightfoot. Of course, Lee Jones at the back can play balls like that. Lovely take by Suckley, who rather caught in the face, but game goes on. Ken stop. Well, the ref stops the play now. I mean, it's a blow to the face, so you can understand why he stopped it. Unfortunate though, because Wrexham had worked a really good position. Promising intervention though. Good start by Suckley and Pritchard, who'd made that run down the flank and had received it. So some promise there. Still plenty of time in this game. I'm not saying, not making light of a 3-goal deficit, but there is time in this match, and it does look increasingly stretched as players start to tire. We've got a lot of creative players on the pitch now as well, haven't we? We're going to 3 at the back. Clark, Lily Jones and Katie Sharp, and as a result of that, pushing further up the pitch. We've got Lightfoot on the left-hand side, Pritchard on the right. Suckley up with the Hughes. There's a lot of creativity there. So, it's a drop ball. And ref just on Briton Ferry to back off. Clark now chips it straight in. Nice pass. Hughes miscontrols it. Not the best clearance by Ridings, but Wrexham shout for the free kick. And it's given. Pritchard did well to get between player and ball there, frankly, and force Powell into the challenge. And this is a bit more like it. So, free kick. Lily Jones might have a look at this. And, well, she isn't. She's going to drop off and be the one player defending. It's Fuller on the ball. Wrexham just switching things around, sending Lightfoot back as well to pick up Owen on the halfway line. Right, this movement by Cairns. Fuller sweeps it in behind her. Header towards goal. Brilliant save. Gibbard with a great header. Fantastic save by Young. Wrexham continuing to push on. Clark trying to get through the defence as you want a corner. Goal kick given. But this is more like it for Wrexham. Well, actually, corner given. It's definitely pointed for the goal kick. Wrexham complained, and now it's gone Wrexham's way. So that's good for Wrexham. The pressure can continue. Corner. Still one player up for Briton Ferry. They got Walking unmarked on the edge of the box. So Wrexham sweep it nicely. Just over Clark's head. Decisive header. Ball comes back in nicely. Sharp can't get any end of it. And Llewellyn could only poke it wide. Shot comes in. Another good save. Gibbard denied again. This is much more like it. Hughes dinks it back in. And over an open goal. Sharp there. Got up well enough. I just couldn't get on top of the ball. But Wrexham suddenly asking questions. Two great saves from Mary Gibbards by Courtney Young in the space of a minute. But unfortunately for Wrexham, when it came back in, Hughes dinged a lovely ball in. And yeah, Sharp just couldn't get on top of it. Wrexham looking to put pressure on. Pritchard fouled again, surely. Well, Pritchard certainly made an impact, even if it's just the Briton Ferry players keep bringing it down. This is blue though. Wrexham's having the best spell of the match. Fuller is over the free kick again. She put a nice delivery in, of course, for Gibbard's header. And this is for the far post. Keeper cut free header. Oh, it's taken away from Sharp, rather. Sarkler back to goal. Trying to make contact when it was dropping people to Sharp. Now then, Gibbard. Heavy touch by Fuller. But Wrexham have it back. Sharp can't find the teammates, but good work by Pritchard. Here's Clark. Into a good area. Riding's there again. Llewellyn slips and can only stab it to the edge of the box. But Witz is there. Now Walkley looking to take it away. Fuller, good pressure by Fuller. Throw goes Briton Ferry's way. Well, that was a real spell of good pressure by Wrexham. Got to keep that going. Another goal to TNS. They're 4-1 up, and Cardiff City have taken a 2-1 lead now against Cardiff Met. Pritchard, good foot in. Clark wins the throw. So, Gibbard tries to turn in, and it's unfortunate. And that's an awkward one for Clark against the height of Witz, but again, an offside flag goes up. Lily Jones pings another good ball to Suckling. Good challenge. Ball bounces off Sharp, rather. Good recovery tackle. Here's Lightfoot now. Hughes wants it early. Good run through the middle by Fuller. It's frustrating when it doesn't come her way, and Lightfoot can't pick out Hughes. But yeah, with 3 in the back now, and Fuller fulfilling Lily Jones' job, really driving forward through the middle of the pitch. Sharp gets a foot in. Briton Ferry taking a time over this. Luke Saunders. Hi, Luke. Another die-hard supporter of both Wrexham teams. Good man. They're saying who I thought was our best player so far. I don't know. I'll have a little think about that. As here is Powell. Good foot in. It's driven over the top. That's too strong. Easy for Craven. I mean, I think Fuller's really looked to tie things together well in the middle of the pitch, and she made a big influence, I thought, when she dropped into the centre of midfield just to make us more stable passing the ball around back to back. So she comes to mind straight away. Fuller, I see that. Nice little touch, good awareness of what's around it. Hooked over the top inaccurately though. And it's a throw to Briton Ferry. I mean, as well, I always enjoy the miles that Mary Gibbard puts in, and she's been trying to hold things together in the middle of the pitch, and she's just drawn 2 good saves on the keeper too, so I think you could factor her into it as well. Lily Jones has worked very hard here. She is important tidying up by her, although she's given the ball, well, fortunately for Wrexham, it was a poor touch that by Owen, popping up on the left flank, and Pritchard's putting good pressure on Briton Ferry. Well, I was about to say Briton Ferry asking for a foul, but there's nothing wrong with what Pritchard's doing, but the rest giving the free kick. What do I know? So free kick, and a chance to get the big players up from the back. And indeed, Ridings and Llewellyn are heading up into the box belatedly. Good heading ability in this team, Briton Ferry, haven't they, with Witts as well. Although she's on this. Prolific goal scorer, Witts, for Briton Ferry. And yeah, she's going to have a go. It's a good contact, but Craven right behind it comfortably. And she wants to release early as well, understandably. The defenders go for the same ball. Now Rosie uses a chance on the charge. She's outnumbered. It's a cute idea to look for Fuller, but not well executed. And now Briton Ferry are coming forwards on the right. Space again between the lines of Walkley. She's thrived in that. Good ball into the channel, is it? No, too strong. And Witts, her strength is in her robustness rather than her pace, so no chance of getting there first. Clark squaring it on. Lily Jones. And then Walkley again after a loose ball rather cheaply. She takes a kick on the shin for her troubles. Janie Troll now has pointed something out. I'll come to that in a moment. Let's see this free kick. Powell again, who has been deadly of them. Hughes has gone back. Suckley stays up on the halfway line. The ball is a shot, and again Craven takes that comfortably, and now Suckley is demanding an early delivery. Craven obliges. Suckley is after this. Ridings, oh, he's missed it. Now Suckley, can she finish? Defenders get back so well there. Good work from Craven to release that so early. She was aware of the possibilities, but yeah, the bounce just didn't quite help Suckley out, even though she got goal size. Now then, here's Walker again in space. Wrexham have to take chances naturally to try and get back into the game. And to be fair, Lightfoot's done well to force it to the corner flag. The cross is useful though. This is Richardson working out wide, poor pass. Oh, that's lovely work by Owen again. And Denscombe standing up for Witts, who heads it towards goal. Again, good hands by Craven. And he's had a few things thrown at her and has done all right in the second half. Right then, Gibbard immediately under pressure. Well, he jumps does well there, just a nudge it onto full. That's good. Now then, there's a bit of space opening up. Pritchard's making a great run down the right. Cairns helps it. Oh no, the pass just not quite there. Good run by Pritchard. Cairns couldn't quite pick her out. Abby Iddenden's about to come on up front as well. So let's see what this change can conjure up. Briton Ferry making a change as well. So it looks like, is it Powell going off? And for Wrexham, it's going to be Brooke Cairns, who's put in a good shift, to be fair to it. I think it's more tactical just to be able to get another attacker on the pitch. Megan Curl has come on for Briton Ferry.
Come on, Wrexham!
We've got 20 minutes left. Wrexham going to pull themselves back. Gibbons with an important foot in to at least slow the attack. And well, Wrexham are lucky there that Kern didn't take that in his stride. He is Fuller now driving forwards. Suckley, she always wants to have a go and test the keeper. Just got nicked away from it there. Witts feeds it into the path of Walkley. Ball wouldn't kind of die for it, but she's dug out a nice pass. Cairns now. Lily Jones comes across to it. And Cairns does well. Witts, oh, misses a kick. Gibbard, good pass to try and start a counter-attack. Fuller, that's better from Wrexham. Nice one-touch passing. Suckley helps her on. Pritchard driving over the top, looking for Hughes, and she did well there. Oh, handball given. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, is her arm really out from her body with that one? It felt a bit harsh. Certainly unintentional. But that's a harsh one. And the linesman's not happy with the complaints, and someone on the bench is getting a yellow. That's unfortunate though, that. I mean, certainly unintentional. But the handball's given. Free kick to Briton Ferry. Something's going to have to fall for us pretty soon if we're going to get anything out of this game. Throw in for Briton Ferry then. The end of the pitch where they want to be at this stage in the game, of course. Rosie Hughes up front. Briton Ferry have left 3 players on the halfway line, and they're in no rush to take this either. It's good moves in the box from Owen. Good foot in by Fuller. Flags up for offside. So Craven trying to get it going quickly, but yeah, it's an offside by the corner flag, isn't it? Not a free kick in the 6-yard box. Wrexham hustling to try and get that ball back across so they can take the free kick. The linesman is not going to be for budging though. Wants the ball right over in the corner. So we've got Suckley down the flank as the targets. Good defensive header. And they've managed to bring the ball down quite nicely there. Nice turn by Walkley and a good ball towards Witts again. Just overhit. Craven did well there. Hiddenden on nicely. Now then, Rosie Hughes has got something to work off now. Driving forwards, no one in support. Good spin, but good defending too. Lightfoot to Hiddenden. That's a good block. Again, Wrexham knocking at the door. Here's Fuller. She's a goal. And that's not going to come down, no. So Pritchard marked on the right, and I think she was the better option. At least Wrexham starting to knock on the door. But not long left now, obviously. Cardiff City now 3-1 up against Cardiff Met. Young to take the goal kick. Suckley fighting for it. Helps it on well. Fuller put under pressure, but not to be denied. That's good work. Now then, Gibbons can't quite find Hiddenden. Hiddenden's made a bright start. She's won a good header. Got a shot off which is blocked. Fuller's calling for the kick. Craven instead is looking for Hughes. Suckley. Good first time ball. Lightfoot unlucky. And Suckley catches the defender. Free kick, and he's going for a card here, is he? Oh, that's harsh. Ooh. And mistimed tackle. She's only just arrived late. It seems very harsh indeed. No particular force in it. but it's a yellow. So you just come on the pitch. Oh. Free kick again. Briton Ferry able to slow things down as a consequence. Oh, to be fair, it's not just them. The referee's taking a long time to spell Suckley. Fuller gets a foot in. That's Suckley now. Ah, unlucky. Whew, no nonsense defending. Throw on the halfway line. It's Fuller now. The ball didn't quite carry to her. She does well to hold on to it. Clark pitches down the line, goes inside instead. Inden's chasing this. He's putting good pressure on. Can't let that ball out from there. Wrexham need to pen Briton Ferry in. Oh, well done. It's a goal kick in the end, but good work by Edendon. Just chasing, pressuring. And it's a goal kick, admittedly, but at least she's made Briton Ferry work to get to that position. So Young again with the goal kick. Firm header by Suckley. He's coming back from offside position, I thought, but no flag. And then here's Gibbers. Jones switched feet well. Fuller helping it on. Pritchard. That's a nice idea. Good stretch by Edendon. Fuller. Snappy this. Edendon's got options to her left, but Pritchard's making a great run. And she's found it. Pritchard's driving it in nicely. Lightfoot. Oh, big block again. Riding through in her body in the way she stayed down. As the ball's fed in. Sharp will get another go at it. Fuller turns up nicely. Good ball. Pritchard again with options in the box. Good tackle though. Wrexham putting pressure on. It's late, but it's coming. Fuller to Pritchard. Solid play by her. Fuller prodding it on. Suckley. Got to say, Briton Ferry have got bodies back well and got organised well in defensive. Made a lot of good interceptions and challenges. Fair play to them. They have looked to defend their lead, but that's a nice pass between the lines. Gibbons with a through ball. Ah, just didn't hit Suckley quite. That's unfortunate. Briton Ferry certainly sustaining a lot of pressure, but 3-goal advantage hasn't been punctured sharp underneath that. It's decent driving run that, and a ball for Witz, who is onside this time. She's got an option to her left, tries a shot instead though. Not the worst effort, goal kick given. Briton Ferry think it's a corner. It didn't look to be deflected, to be fair. Craven to restart. Clark. She had to stretch for that. Good job she picked up Lily Jones there. And now Edendon's trying to get on the end of that. It's not a good touch, but it's a fortunate one. Ridings again. Launches that sharp. Now Lily Jones has been pinging balls out from the back. Pritchard's available on the right. She goes centrally instead, and Edendon again helps it on. He was going down the wrong channel on that occasion, unlucky. And Walkley is always available to receive that ball, isn't she? Just drifts around off the centre backs in a bit of space. Owen now. Got Ken and Witz in the box. Finds Walkley. And well, went down a bit easily from this distance, but free kick given. Free kick then. Powell's off the pitch, of course. Now Denson delivers and Craven gets underneath it, but Suckley's there to clear. And well, it's a free kick in a shooting position as Rosalie Hughes came in and they contact on Kern. Louis Slippers asking, do you use the term in Wales having your bell rung for dazing head injuries, usually in sports? No, that's a new one on me. Split your face open? No, I haven't had that one. Anyway, let's look at this. Shooting opportunity, Wits is on it, and we've seen that she can strike the ball in open play from these sort of distances. Four-player wall. Wits drills it underneath, deflected wide. Now then, another change for Briton Ferry. And they're using it maybe to waste a little bit of time. The linesman signalled, but they're going to take the corner first, are they? No, they're not. That just chewed up 20 seconds. It's Wits who's coming off. She's putting a good shift up front, doesn't she? Really an awkward customer. In their place is Cook. So Wrexham to defend this corner. Time running out for an unlikely comeback. That's a good ball in that, and Writing just couldn't make the right contact. He's already arrived unexpectedly beyond the far post to score. He's hidden now, having to try and hold it up, but she's outnumbered. Hughes will come and make a challenge for it. Good challenge, Wrexham throw. Still the support's excellent here for Wrexham. Clark. Craven again. Getting good contacts. Llewellyn nudged by Hughes, clearly, nothing given. Ridings helps it back into midfield. Cairn tries to get there first. Good challenge by Clark. But here's Walkley with a chance to play the through ball. She got a quicker strike ahead of her, but she's also got Owen on the flank. And that was a decent strike by Owen. Craven looked like she may have had it covered. But we're into the last 10 minutes now. I'm still plugging away. Sharp. Hughes a long way offside if it comes through to it. The linesman hadn't kept up, actually. Well, lucky break for Wrexham. Iddenden controls it nicely. Fuller's available. She uses Gibbard instead. Gibbard once more. Now then Suckley can hit this. Pulls it badly wide. She's such a good clean striker with the ball normally, but on that occasion, yeah, really, after setting herself, pulled it badly. I'm not saying that we should have got anything out of this game, but I would say that we have made chances. Apart from those two great Gibbard efforts, which were saved so well, we've not worked the keeper. Well, this time Hughes has given off, and I really don't think she was. I wonder if the linesman realised last time he'd made an error, because she really didn't look off that time. I said the last one, she was miles off and got away with it. That move that ended in Suckley's chance. Good foot in by Clark. Pritchard chasing, won't quite get there while shooting up. Cairn can't keep it in. Thrown the halfway line. Fuller getting the ball back on the pitch quickly, looking for Hughes. Llewellyn again does well. Struck her arm. Hughes asked the question. She's got a throw now. It's all a bit inconsistent. You know, Hughes in front of that linesman with the handball she was penalised for when she's running into space. It's pretty much the same as that, I would argue. But anyway, it's not affected the score, to be honest. Fuller, good long throw. Iddenden can't get there. Briton Ferry wants a push in her back. I think, frankly, it was a Briton Ferry pushing Walkley in the back and Walkley feeling contacts and just going down with a scream, hoping to get the decision. Didn't work. Lily Jones to Fuller. Jones loads it in there. Hughes underneath it, brings it down nicely. Flag up again. I may be proven wrong by the replays, but again, Hughes looked a bit hard done by with that one. She seemed, I don't know, she's billing the centre back, so you'd think the centre back's goal side of it, but hey. Goal kick. And understandably Young again can take a time over it. (5-1) to TNS now against Aberystwyth. It's touched on well, but killed dead by Fuller. Another one for Hughes to chase. Gibbard putting pressure on. That's nice, tidy play though by Walkley. Cairn tackled well by Fuller though. Inden back to Fuller. Pritchard wants it. Good pressure on Fuller, but she's calm and keeps the ball. Well, right into no nonsense clearance. Cardiff City 3-1 up now against Cardiff Met as well. So we're going to have another change. A double change by Briton Ferry. I've been very impressed by their efforts as well and the way that they've gone. Walkley comes off and she's been outstanding, she has, hasn't she? You know, really prompting tremendously well. Anya Walsh comes on. So does Ella Smithen. Now here are Briton Ferry again going down the right hand side. Good challenge, that good work. Inden is available. Goes further forwards to Hughes and it's cut out. Another throw to Wrexham, still pushing on. Effin Jennings was the other player to come off in the middle of midfield, as he is Gibbard now. Looking to spread out for Pritchard, makes it hers. Clark allows Pritchard to turn on that. Hiddenden back to Pritchard. Pritchard wins the throw. Wrexham still pushing on. What? Deep into the last 5 minutes, but here's Fuller with the chance to deliver again. Southern lurking on the halfway line for Briton Ferry, of everyone else back defending. Referee again slowing things down a bit. Wrexham are going to look to pin Young in. 2 players on her. And 2 defenders on them as well. It swept into the right sort of area. Oh! It's just not falling for us in the box. It hit Clark, ricocheted and just couldn't be turned in. And here's Briton Ferry on the charge. And that's handball. No, not handball. Okay. Ball's fed back to the keeper. Craven drills a good ball to Lightfoot. Craven's distribution's been good. Suckley over the top, but no one's there. And Young is quick to call the defender off and say, I'll have this. Does a full Miyabi. And Young can run the clock down a bit more now as we're getting very close to the end of things. It's a good header, that by Clark. Great header. Gibbons battling for it. Here's Fuller now. Helping it forwards, can't quite find Iddenden. Clark. Ball hooked down the flank, and Lily Jones judging that carefully. Scrapping with Cook. Jones as well. Clark gets it away. And that ball forwards. Well, Cook will chase that, to be fair to her. On the wet pitch, they'll keep in for her. Wrexham pinning her in. Pritchard battling away. Decision goes Briton Ferry's way.
Again, Briton Ferry slowing it down on the set pieces. Again, understandably. And keeping the ball down in that corner very well. Yeah, this game drifting out now. What a frustrating way to follow up the Cardiff game. 2 losses now to start off the season. And that Swansea game feels massive, really massive now, of course. But Wrexham, of course, has, like I said, showed last Sunday that we can go toe-to-toe with the best in this division and need to regain those levels. It becomes an even bigger game for us as Sharp knocks it long. Again, Ridings is there. Yeah, if Swansea indeed drop home points as well today, as they were a moment ago, and they still are, yeah, both sides will feel we've dropped points in our pursuit of Cardiff. Billy Jones, that's a good switch. Lightfoot, miscontrolled it though. Frustrating for her. That's kind of how it's gone for us, isn't it, today? It's just not quite gone right. A poor first half really was difficult to recover from. We've shown a lot more of what we're about in the second half, but it isn't going our way. There's another ball for Cook to chase. Lily Jones back to Craven. Sharp now does well. It's quite a high line. Decides not to go over the top straight away, but that's a nice pass now for Lightfoot to chase. Hughes wants to pull back. Iddenden. Nice feet. She's made a good impression off the bench here, and she's still going. Great work. Pritchard. Oh, mishits it. Lightfoot. Did she get a touch on that? No. Well, it's another chance. Great run by Iddenden. Here's Iddenden again. Suckley now. Fuller. Trying to play it back in for Suckley. Bourne's interception. Fuller. Ooh, good job, she made no contact with that. Clark to Pritchard. She's got another chance now, Pritchard, to deliver. So Allen goes to ground and does well. You can criticise the performance, but you can't criticise the heart here, can you? They're still fighting on. This game's long gone. But Wrexham have kept going and are pushing to the very end. So, Fuller. Last corner was a good one. And that's headed over the bar. Did it hit the defender? Yes, it did. So Wrexham again getting first contact on the set piece. I think considering the quality we put into the box and set pieces, maybe disappointing that we've not managed to score. We've made first contact a lot. Here is Fuller again. Half clears. Lightfoot. Decent hits. Another corner if it goes, and it does. So Fuller once more. And that's a free header, but she misjudged it. Sharp put it into the ground again. Did the player in front of her just mask her view of it? Sharp is staying up there. Jones putting it back in. Nice ball. Sharp tries to help it on. Sharp again chasing back. Craven, long, that's a nice idea. Fuller will to run onto that from the flank. That's an important interception. Is Pritchard battling for it now? Clark, high up the pitch, helping her on. It's cleared, Lily Jones. I'm looking for that goal first of the season. Jones hooking it in. Again, Ridings attacking so well. Good look by Sharp to retain possession. Ridings heading up in the air rather. Sharp's done well to get a touch onto that. And that is the final whistle, and you can hear what it means. The Briton Ferry fans and indeed to their players as they rush onto the pitch to congratulate their teammates. Wrexham losing 3-0 at Briton Ferry, and if they wanted revenge for that playoff game, well, they got it. I mean, fair play to Briton Ferry. Wrexham had a poor first half, in all honesty. We kept trying to play the ball out from the back, and it just was not working. And we were caught out far too often doing that, although the opening goal came from a set piece. Powell, who put some great quality in from set plays, sweeping in a free kick beyond the far post. Ridings with a nice run from beyond the far post, heading it home from close range. And they had other decent chances as well. Wits forced Craven into an early save too. It was all a far cry very quickly from that opening minute when Rosie Hughes managed to force a good parry out of the keeper, Courtney Young. And yeah, continually the pressure was on Wrexham, often self-imposed, as we looked to move the ball out from the back until we dropped Liv Fuller into midfield and switched to a 3 at the back. We kept giving the ball away at the back and just kept allowing Briton Ferry in to make opportunities. Fuller improved situation. She's a very good passer of the ball, of course, and she dropped off and she started to knit things together, and we started to get the ball out from the back. But by then we were 2-0 down, and I mean, a cruel stroke of bad luck for Wrexham. An attempted cross on the left-hand side by Broadley, just soaring over Craven's head. She had no chance or anything about it, and into the net. A really harsh way to go, 2 goals down. Wrexham tried to rouse ourselves. Lightfoot and Lily Jones both went close, of nice curling efforts from the left, trying to swing it into the top right corner, but weren't able to. And at half-time, 2-0 down, you just felt, okay, there are problems here, but you know, we can get back into this. Unfortunately for Wrexham, we immediately conceded the killer goal, really, the third goal 2 minutes into the second half. Contested free kick decision. Powell again sweeping it in, and Richardson this time rising with a free header to put the ball into the net. Wrexham, to their credit, kept going. I mean, you just cannot complain about the spirit of this team, and did have opportunities, but they just wouldn't fall kindly. Suckley pulled a decent shot wide from the edge of the box. 2 great saves within a minute from Gibbard, both from firstly Gibbard with a nice header from a Fuller free kick, tremendous save. And when the ball came back in, again Gibbard driving it in, and this time the keeper dropping to a left to save it. Wrexham feeding it in again, and Sharp jumping 6 yards out in front of an open goal, just couldn't get high enough onto the ball to nod it downwards and put the header over the bar. Wrexham kept pushing. Suckley was one-on-one with the keeper, but the bounce was unkind, and ultimately just couldn't finish off any opportunities. A really frustrating day here, but it just puts importance on next week's game against Swansea. And as you hear the Briton Ferry players celebrating together, you can really see what it means to them. It's a big win for them. They are in terrific form and will be equal top of the table, but for Wrexham with no points and no goals at the moment, well, that Swansea match becomes massive. Full podcast to come tomorrow with a final score of Briton Ferry 3, Wrexham 0. I'm Mark Griffiths from Wrexham AFC.